XYZ Power 97.9 FM Radio XYZ 93.1 and Joda no your penima busumi ni that so edunia bien Kasiebo ne yangabua no free main studios aye one number 37 Abebrese Street Osu Accra Voter Power 94.1 Ebefa bi wo ho Global FM e wo ho Sharp 106.9 e wo Takra den Sruma FM wo Krankwanta Bemu e wo Jasi Kajinyame e wo Sampa Nana no mu afo go so Western Radio e wo Siama Elembele KFM 92.1 e wo Pazanglege FM e wo Bole Vinci Radio ne TV dunkwa ono fini Atom Local FM was a Citro High Radio Ewo Bechim Radio SMonline.com apo 68 FM Ewo Virginia USA tuning Power 97.9 Desi Radio Ewo Italy Adam Fopa Radio Paris G Life Radio Ewo UK OPD Radio so Ewo UK my XYZonline.com multi TV digi box national radio channel XYZ Suka Seboyi enam ho yes to me live for Facebook or Power 979 TV XYZ Ghana and for YouTube yeah XYZ Broadcasting Loud Silence Television or America Bridgement Suka Seboyi enam honom Wimpan Sampawidi FM eye live e so wo pusiga ye wo shaman potem ye wo nyansapo FM so Gateway Radio ewo Enkwanta South 101.5 ewo Damba Nyiwasi Radio nso Kasebo enam ho ewo Kitikrachi Potem ene Face Sunset Radio so wo bibia ne Trinity ewo Bogoso Rich FM ewo Asinfo so Anapoa eye 105.1 ene Face Sunya FM wo Bono Potem so ye 107.1 FM so ni nyina Kasebo e live ewo hono wadwenkyere no ye bekenkan di amana nsem no ne yebedi mu akotimbi ene Wanga yedi ajumadisha wangsamsi wanhwe na omanga na yang amamra yenya nsakyerai ewo mu no bronika ne se Constitutional Review Committee ene wanga wie wanga juma edi ho ama ne bonyinara akoma omampanyin ena emu nsam ni bi ene se yamamoden ne ya tete aya executive if free aya legislature wanga jumadi mu yedi mu nkyiremu ebeba mu na yesantimu biom edi amamu se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama o se contractor fu amu wo memu ansa na ochena anasa ochena chi yebedi bronya no yamamoden muka 2017 bepe me na yentu enyina no yentua emfa imamo na abangla ya panyin edi nsamatugwa erichim se adwumayefo a wokoye adwuma ewo efu bi ma ene hwema yenga yempo dana di se safu no eni ho sa directors ni nyina no yedi won bekwa kogina mranim eyefu ben hina na safu no eye ne dia emu kyeremu wo Kasebo yi emo ora Harry na driso eyosuafo hwe omanga na yehumesua nsamso echemse hu behia se suapon ahoro ewo memu no ye bewe se yede insano adwuma mentetewe ebema adesuafo na nu beboa ma owie suku na obenya adwuma aye Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana echemse yewra John Dramani Mahama abodwuma ye papa enti abasobode tentereche ena wode erema no efese be ye na humesua nsam betimi afa ne tamapefra ayawa so West Wogon panyifu a wo mu hwe ndi zamanyeku no so emu panyifu baako etu anamon bi ni nyina Kasebo emu yede erebremo ansa na ye be ko nsa ni mu ankasa no asida ma mi fa nkoma late George fo ye dem asi pie fe Ostek Real Estate be kwa koto asase ho Let's Talk Educational Consultant so ye de ma ebe ko no makoje humesua mu ntetewe na mpacho bronya bre aye wo mu no upe internet abetimi aboa na no pay me ho kyerɛkyerɛ me ne abua me MTN fiber no nsu ko gebe na ntimi mu a yɛbɛkɔ akɔtɔ car na se yɛbɛkɔ akɔ repair yɛn car se dia ne yɛbɛkɔ Tabotech garage fo wɔn kache yɛbɛnu malaria drudia na yɛ Ruta natural product ne fe Medimosis nso ne lift kit capsules no enu bi ena bronya yɛbɛnom na ma yɛn ahoden hasa mi shanso mi pato yafu yare dru tatahwe ene fei Uya branti ubetimi akonyina meba na nim ye dia mepacho Spanish enru no ena obetimi akone fei hepatitis so yebetu ase ewo specialist herbal hospital for wonga yi na 3P garlic mixture no yenga numbi letumi abua yenga bomudi husem Solak natural clinic be abua yen na fifufra yebekum no mia nyina wo bewo marima nyina so mu prostate husem yebetu ase ede amamo na fei ne aka bia nso no ya hwe na ne makoso ye nyumeku wonga romanti ene yedi Kasebo yi erebremu nipa medi Kasebo erebremu na joda anojo fei meding Accra Kofi Dako efe Kasebo no emunchirem ankasa enen His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi adwumadi bi ehye nipa baasunku bi nsem se won hwe se omanga na yen afi apima hankron edi okron ebien amamra yede eribo omanga na ho bra na ye kan se 1992 constitution no ye hwe se ye betieti omafo ensem yen edi adwenkyere fi won chen se ne be ya ye betu anamong se betuma yen sachirai e wo sa yen constitution no emu enti opa won enti dinga yede tu won so no e constitutional review committee wonga ye wonga dwuma nyina ewie na ne dey ana wode ho amanebo ekoma His Excellency e wona atena Jubilee House na nsem no bia wode call no ani say wo momoden say eye omampanyin atenai eni mrahye begu ano nsoso no ye bema eye kwan abeda won tem se ne be obi abetumi edi ne ho aye dwuma eye otitene ni a oda sa ba so nkuyi ano eye owura Henry Kwesi Prempe ni padodo efenom eye HK Prempe ena odi enim ena ne dey wo wie won adwuma nyinara wode ho amanebo ekoda His Excellency no kirem se wo mu ye sansa kire na ogedi se ebetumi aboye papapa mo manga na ye pese ye kekere ena efensa kire ya ye rehwehwe ewo ye constitution no mu no ebetumi anyane sa.
There isn't we couldn't find a place for a third term for the president. So we looked and looked and looked. We couldn't find. I mean, we realized that the president himself doesn't like it. Nobody really seems to like it. There wasn't much of a demand for it at all. The only thing about that was the invitation for us to clarify ambiguity, and we didn't even want to go there. We didn't think that 66.2 raised any issues in terms of ambiguity, so we kept it the way it is. However, we believe we took to heart the recommendations that we got from many of the eminent persons that we met, including some who have occupied your seat, that the 4-year term was short. It was too short. And we also then learned that the emerging global norm was 5. And that even in the region, we in Nigeria have the lowest. I mean, 4 is pretty low. So we're proposing an extension by 1 more year. We have coupled that with certain recommendations on in the area of campaign and campaigning, because the claim was that the president takes about 6 months or so to set up, and then 1 year campaigning and all of that. So we thought, okay, so if we then follow the example of other countries in Africa, including Senegal, before which you cannot do electioneering, you can't put posters, can't put billboards, can't do jingles, can't do rallies. So it's like the fishing season. You have to open it before you can go fish. So we are proposing a campaign season, a short one, so that government will have time to govern, and that the people we elect to do the government's business will really have time to focus on governing as opposed to doing campaigning. So for the first time, we hope, if this is accepted, that we will have a political or electoral environment where campaigns, we do not run 24-hour, 24/7, 4-year campaigns, but where there is a definite period before which parties and candidates may not do campaigning. We think that would free up time for governing.
Eyora Henry Kwesi Prempe and other Sazami Etugwane de Ewa Mampanyin Atana na Eyimum o say wohwe se mfisha nan ayede erima eye amampanyifo no aise no 8 anti won fa ba kunka ho won fa wayanka ho na me 5 years enu echi eno chiremu se yemma kwan beda eye mrahye begwa ene fei omampanyin atena the legislative and executive ni term na beboa no eno so se no kan fai.
One of the areas that we think is also important is the way the relationship between the executive and the legislature is organized. There has been a lot of talk around the separation of the two. We have looked at the evidence. Clearly, it works for some countries. We know that in Britain and other places, the entire executive comes from the legislature. That's fine for them. It's worked. We have looked at our evidence, and it does appear that it's not working quite well here. And since we're supposed to be doing actionable recommendations, we thought well, it also has to respond to our specific context. So we're proposing that the what we have called the hybrid, which we have run for some time, over 30 years now, that we dispense with it and separate the executive.
Use your opening kwesi prempe ena yete ne nuachi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama a oye Ghana mampedin erichim se you sa hwehwemu a won akoye no won abo adwuma ye ne mum wo behwe se ye besenga paw eye ku bia won enom amanyoku biara ne obrani kan se by partisan committee na won ahwe se sa amane boy a won ade abe no wo betimi ade aye adwuma na boa ye nyinara ma yen dodo ene feka bi maminka bia mamu a ye kuremu no etumi ahyemukina.
This couldn't have come at a better time. All the Afrobarometer reports and all the other reports had shown that a lot of our citizens were beginning to lose faith in our democracy. And that is why it is important for us to let them know that democratic governance is still better than any other form of governance. You might be excited about the romanticism of military governments and all that. But in the end, it is democratic governments that unleash the creative potential of people. If you leave them free, able to express themselves and go about their businesses, it unleashes their creative potential, unlike where decisions have to be taken for everybody. So I believe that this report has come at the right time. We will implement it in a bipartisan manner. All of us would come together and implement as many of the provisions as possible. I take, for instance, the issue of the Council of State and the enormous powers the government, the president is giving to make appointments. I believe that the Council of State giving a bigger role in those appointments will create more credibility in terms of people who are appointed to those positions. Of course, the president will still sign the appointment letters, but the Council of State will go through the process of identifying the persons to be appointed. So these are all some of the teasers I was giving before, which you are now hearing. And I want to thank the committee very much. On behalf of the people of Ghana, you have done a great service to our nation, and you can be proud of yourselves. We have to take a decision whether to just make that. Now that we've received it, I mean, I don't want it to be kept like a nuclear secret. We probably would have to decide on a date to publish it so that all Ghanaians know what is in the summary while we wait for the actual detailed copy.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampenye gusujina na kachi esankse enano ode nsembia tugare chimse wakache omangana yam photo sanfo Dr. Kasiela 246 omeding nompebe se 1 billion Ghana cedis na contractor for afiti 2017 bepe menne yentua wonka yenno yamomodeng yentua wonka wisdom hedejome e wa mane bo ntua so
Sunyane Outer Ring Road sanso ena eye atroni Junction Achinsua Road no dia aban ehwe se within the 24 months period no contractors ebetumi ewie ekwan no wo sa kwan mu so no wa wode ekwan no into different lots ya wo hwe se within the 24 months period no contractors odi adwuma no ahye won sa Kofi Job and Alesbon obetumi edi adwuma no pepepe
na sese no ba bia nsu no wo bia na hwatacha na emre na hwasase na emre na friend swamp enti no you do wa I say yi the excavators ni material na enye nyina film na ye de abo aguase na abo no ama ekwan no foundation no ayeden se ne be ya ekwan no ebetumi achama ye o fa kwan zo be hu se be bia ya ye de abo agumu a ye yi atechiri nyina so ye culvert ho ye gusu pa ya ye adwuma no swams no edu nan ene yetumi atriti awie the 15th one no ye gusu a ye and at the akapa ya and touch and best and son as a night. So apart from swamps no I treating so maybe now I be point to see a trap. In the honest so a trap upon no the drew formation level. I feel a building na the asphalt atoso. Na free I go to no I want change. Say a basse ye conisa na banda Roma to me a Mexican tentemore. Na the Amaya no crown, bit to me ansana bosumi aduonu na anaso.
Roads and Highways Minister Kwame Agboja Gavins Kasiebo say contractors be use inferior goods e dey akwan na bosumi nsia ekwan na say ni dey saa suban no etwem.
We have noticed that one of the reasons road fail is not necessarily because contractors do a bad job, but because of the selection of the materials. So we are going through a process with the agencies to make sure that the material specification and then the testing regime is much more robust than ever before. So we will only use the highest quality of materials on your big push project, and the agencies are working on that. We've also noticed that surprisingly in our country, whilst even to produce sachet water, you need standard authority to give you a regulation. Bitumen has no regulation in our country. So somebody is supposed to do a work and use 10 drams of bitumen, emulsion. He buys 2 drams and mix it up to 10 drams and use it on the road because there's no standard in this country. We are working with stakeholders, the ministry and the contractors and the suppliers to make sure that only the highest standard of bituminous product are used on the roads you have asked us to do.
Wabra aban ehwe se contractors awode wonka obetia wonka na watumi aye adwuma no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ashe Finance Minister say ni weniwe ya no onhwe non process all road certificate na wontua contractors ka wawode wonka since 2017.
$50-something million. My country minister is on care. And so we are coming. I capture those contractors in say, Bobian term, no more certificates. Make sure Moka, Celebea, the Juman. That is also.
Eyi wisdom hedejom na amanebo a odifi omampanyinga tnae na ode abrayen ene yentu Kasiebo no eso egusu agina presidency esanse abang lawyer panyin sayo suafo hwe atentene ne hu samso Dr. Dominic Akuruntinga ayene ena wabo amane erichim se adwumayefo ene executive directors a won wosi nanka wo mu ye adwuma wo wuntumi nafu bim na bepe minasefu na wokoye no yenche da hu won ye no osisa ngrofo ni nyina no adisa bang ede won bekwa kwagina mranim adenti na rekanisa osisa ngrofo yi wonnam kwambiso ekoje sika edi free omangana yen exim bank fo akache ena sa brain sefu no so ehwefu no so a yehu bia ya ewo enyi na na amsu ntia ose hwemu a wanga ye ni nyina no won hu se sa ni pei wodi wonsa ekohihye nkrata biase a enye papa ni buruni kan se forgery ni bi ena wonga ye eyi na nam so sanse uye sani ma bisa so a omanga na tia ye mra criminal enti a crime ena wonga ye enti ene mo ka say no o se odi won ebekwa kwagina mranim sanse ena won sasunti omanga na yenga hwe sika be se 24,255,735 aye sika omanga na yenga hwe ena Dominic Akuruntinga ayene Edin Samitugwa, ewo mangana abang de biara da suafo okopuem ewa kontabu kwankso wo pese wo manemu mu da hofang ne hu yoboni kan say accountability series na say eno chirem.
Our investigations established that Chairman Wontumi had approached Kasama Enterprise, an industrial equipment dealer, and obtained an invoice with a promise to return to purchase the said equipment. He never went back to purchase the equipment. Instead, and this is where the criminal enterprise began, he forged the invoice he obtained from Kasama Enterprise by removing the word invoice and replacing it with receipt. This forged receipt was then submitted to Exim Bank as proof that he had purchased the equipment after the disbursement of the loan facility. Investigations established that Chairman Wontumi did not purchase any equipment and as such could not register any equipment in the joint names of Exim Bank and Wontumi Farms Limited as per the loan conditions, even though funds were disbursed to him to that effect. A contract, but constitute acts of criminality by no means a person than the regional chairman of the then ruling party. In the circumstances and the face of the evidence we have gathered in this investigation, thoroughly conducted by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, we have made the decision to prosecute Wontumi Farms and its directors with defrauding by false pretenses, forgery, and causing financial loss to the state in the sum of 24,255,735 Ghana cedis.
Enwechi Ose Kofabai Edima Liberal Party of Ghana LPG Eye Orakofi Akpalu Nso ose won hwehwe mu kakra won aye eda na dise onu nso koje contract bi efi cocoa board fo akachi se Fida Rose bi a wo man mu no onu nso won fa nche nsem na obetimi aye akwan no Kofi Akpalu ntimi anya kwan no eti ebu akema ma no eti Ora Dominic Akuruntinga ayene asem kra emesrew eno kan se no se ne abe no onu nso wo be charge ne bi forgery sem ya kroye bi eno wo se Kofi Akpalu aye nti onu nso no mra no odi ne be kwa kogina nim
Universal Ghana Limited, a business entity owned entirely by a lady called Ekua Poma, was the legitimate contractor that was awarded a Feeder Rose contract by Cocoa Board. The contract, which was valued at 29.5 million Ghana cedis, was awarded in December 2020. Although the project commenced and an initial amount was properly deposited into Poma Universal Ghana Limited, subsequent payments raised serious concerns regarding misrepresentation, forgery, and unauthorized handling of the checks. Our investigations revealed that Akpalu secretly incorporated another company, separate and distinct from Poma Universal Ghana Limited, also known as Poma Universal Ghana Limited, but deliberately added H to the Poma. So Poma is P-O-M-A-A, all right, Ghana Limited, which is a company which is owned by Ekua Poma. What the company that he incorporated added H to the Poma, so it became, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the same Poma, yeah, Poma Ghana Limited, Universal Ghana Limited. But the difference was just the H at the end of Poma. And so after having done this, between December 2022 and June 2024, Akpalu collected 8 checks issued by Cocoa Board in the name of Poma Universal Ghana Limited. That is the original and authentic Poma, totaling 3.1 million. That is 3,169,432 Ghana cedis and 22 pesos, and deposited them into the account of his own company, that is also Poma Ghana Limited with an H at First Bank Ghana Limited.
Eye abang lawyer penyin osa yo suafo hwa atentene ne ho sem so Dominic Akuruntinga ayene ena motine ne mpa muchaw obo oding bi ose eye poma ka poma ye pa yanzo enga dwuma mu ha no menua bia ba ko kame ho ama poma chicheku pamuchaw enya menua bia ma poma we ye akua poma ena ama susu ya ma eti bisramu ara enya menua bia no why obi seri me say akra eya ama na mi pa cho da bi akua poma wo ho amade oye a broker journalist onye contractor ni Davida amanye contractor eti ora Kofi Akpalu Percival Kofi Akpalu ni ho asem na ban lawyer panyin wa kire musa ade amanenti se dia bede eni twofo panyin di ma LP Jamanyuku no ora Jare owusu apel Jare bra oya mini abarimo de na bede bu akema na amamitu nkawai na minimo Kasiebo itima mi komedi mi fesi he yara da mi komedi Jare owusu apel ya frebe wai na mi se de wo Ghana na so di ho akapo na mi hunia ereko yento Kasiebo no so na yenko insemfufro emu Osuafo no no hwe omangana yehumesia hunsam so Haruna Idriso ena odi nsem atugwa akwama omangana yan technical university se wo mamu se wo momoden se wonfa insano adwuma montetewe ifanka adekira wode erekira mofra ewo various technical universities ni nyina mu se ne bebebua won wo bewie suapon na hunkohia se wo betwen se wo benya obruni adwuma ansa na wonnya adwuma aye opani di nsem itugwa wo bra working gang nsem amano no rechirim se technical university se wo mamu no wo ye ne sa jadi so bi bewie suapon no na nkasa betime bue na adwuma na so benya nso na adwuma no nkotene fie atwen abang adwuma.
Higher education available, accessible, affordable, and meaningful to our young people requires partnership between central government and institutions of higher learning. As government commits more resources towards resetting our education system, it is expected that our institutions of higher learning will collaborate with industry in leading the conversation about the transformation curricula needed to leapfrog us into stronger economy and better standards of life. This is particularly necessary because some of the job creation interventions program being rolled out by this government have become critical due to employability gaps in the curriculum. I therefore challenge KTU and by extension our technical universities to place employable skills, enhance our practical entrepreneurship at the core of their education delivery.
Eye kwantrafo panya bedie ohwe Ghana young education hu sem so obinfo smell gisi eno gina mo kinkan nsami edema osuafo ohwe Ghana ye humasua ho nsem eso yagusu gina humasua nsem esan se beye na eye okupemu ayawaso west abato mpesha ne so no humasua betumi akonkan ntino empanyefo a wo modom endisa manyoku no ewo ho no abu amufra a wo mo ho no ano se ne beye wo be kireche wo bebu won adwemo ne fe wo be bisa won nsem no won se you wo kwa kansi biara obetumi edinkunim enti wodi djuma bi a yefro ne se spelling bee a eba so ewo ayawaso north aya abato mpesi ahoro nyina so ya ewo enkramantama na no mo na owura Emmanuel Kofitachi a oya municipal director of education ewo ayawaso echim se djumadi na eba so no ebebua mofra no ene awofu nso ohye won kranti woma emfa won hunjije sa competition bi a etiti sa sanse mofra no won dache very bright.
You know, when you look at the old Accra Metro, we were under one umbrella. But now that the districts have been divided, we now make up different districts. That is the first thing. So bringing all of us together is like going through our roots, coming out with what the old Accra Metro concept. That is the first I want to talk about. The second aspect of it is that our local language, which is the L1, according to research, is supposed to be used during the early ages of the children. That is from kindergarten to the lower primary, which we exhibit in our schools. But having GHS students coming up with this competition, we don't need the local, especially in the context of English language, because although our language, English is a foreign language, that is the major language that we use in communicating in all aspects of our educational sector. So I'm of the view that it's a good thing that has been brought on board.
Enwechi eye ayawaso north eye opanyin kwankyere for no so hwe homasian sam so ewo ho Madam Judith Emoyaten ono so kyerem se ne abe no ono so behye eye mofra no den se won koso no onye ne sa esan se bibi se na bebua won dache homasia.
When we want to build up the L1, we need to start from the fundamentals. But for these children, they are already in the upper primary or upper basic schools. So already they have started with the English language. And we realize that they need to read more. Some of them have deficiency in reading. So this activity is going a long way to encourage them to read and to identify the words and be able to spell them. And this is going to enhance their ability to read and answer their questions in their final exams. So it's a very important ceremony. And we want to take advantage to thank all the organizers and sponsors of this nice program.
Ne kwakra mo opanyinga enam na nitumupo ene fei na adwenkyere so ena yede adwumadi eba so eye ayawaso west wogon abato mpehia so miadom frefo edima NDC amanyoku no ne din ede Madam Veronica Naima Abdullahi ono ena osan eda ayawaso west wogon scale up women empowerment ano ewo honom ono so ne yakasa tumupo ti a ode sa adwumadi no ehihye so.
These are our future leaders. We have amazing learners in the Ayawaso municipality. This 4 Ayawaso municipality, we have amazing learners. And I see a very bright future for Ghana and Ayawaso in general, the greater Ayawaso. I would like to encourage parents to take their literacy capacity building for their wards very seriously, because we are at a crossroads where this world, the global village, is heading to a dimension with the intervention of AI, and so children are beginning to experiment new things, and also trying to do a whole lot of things that is building their capacity. And so literacy is something that we really need to invest into. So we need the support of parents in order to achieve this dream in totality.
Madam Victoria Naima Abdullahi NDC amanyekuno miadom frefo ewo ayawaso West Wogono Nukroya eno CEO ana founder edima Scale Up Women Empowerment na dwumadini nyina ba na wieda Salem School no ena woti nkunim ena wachiche won wonya niam pi books ahoro enefe wonya sika so be 3000 Ghana cedis na Bethany Methodist school so womo enoto so ebia womo so womunya achede no ebi yemfri honom ne yenko insem foforo emu Concerned Drivers Association a womo wo memu eno wode abasobode akwa ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama se wotumi abone humode nye papa a eye adraba fo akabom ko wori chirim se wo hwe yebra John Dramani Mahama na mamu fiti opepon ba pim sabre na there's a good governance wa abone humode nye pa sikasem etumi gina ne nangto efei eye fam ngonso ne bono abefam bronya di nyina no niama nyina akukọ kofema ojedi se enwo etumi aboya opening a on yen etwetwe nkomo eye Pawuli a ono eno chairman Edima Concerned Drivers Association.
Bronya no na ede amafo tu kwampa papa na emse omampanyi do mama na se eda na se ebi se ya se samba we na ye ka se Akufuado ne ba omiya ne that's what afiawu ese kan pray officer langa kaka sudanga so wo na ti ase nya bepem ne ya tete kule wo na wase a diawu ebizo ma ya wo mu ise si ye be di bronyo eni pa tu kwan so mampani do mama dawroma ono ne finance minister dawroma wo matimi amanejia ti petrol so amadala Mami na samba kwa na me waka akoma mi nua ma driver fo no kades se wo mudi tu se de okada no ma beka no o ma panya ji atu eni nti ye hu wo se wo ye nua no na bro nye no nya juma no fa se ne a enkonya accident
Yi Pawuli oye chairman Edima Concerned Drivers Association enti o se cheche gulefu no ho kabana liama say ele kazongo lifestyle de nyo pa jai sa papa no kabadisa ngatum oro fani ho unim no ho enu achi ena fifi mante motitine ni Edima kuye oru akwesi ahen nsu dia futu ekoma draba fo bra ye kodi bronya yi
futu wa kan beta nka chemi ya draba fo say bronya ye be am say fiti last week ni na no hwa cars bia o station de bia cars na sha say short ni petu kwan afiwe pa enti ahwe kaka maka chemi ya draba fo mesro mo driver ni dia wa kwakodu ana mesro mo say every day and sanum any tramo any asla ni sa ni mana ni draba fo bi driver mesro mo afiwe say omo mo de njai na ye be di bronya ni be wie na ga ta bronya we die adrava fo akwanhia no abafo enti mesro mo na ma san papa IGP say mesro no say de dia wo ni bronya dia no mesro no say adrava fo no e bi mo aso odin e di mesro so on fa ne mante no emda kwan so no mo mobile mai na ye fa passengers fo no kodu
chairman Edima Concerned Drivers Association Nifai War in Finfi Mantem Ahaya TV XYZ Power 97.9 Radio XYZ 93.1 yeni affiliate wa Ghana ne manone ne gusu ayedi Kasiebo everybody pamcho mwadwenkyere na making kan wo Facebook wa Power 97 and TV XYZ Ghana yentua so na yenko insefufuro emu Maase begwani di madisha won ewo ablekuma tifi abaton pesia so Rabna Obin osise beye nani manfo titiri mofra ne mebu anwariba obehu ne onyankopon edua won mu nti no ye ne mo ka say no wabue eye chichai bi ano a eno betumi abua ma wan nature talent e wo honom se ne be ya wo bedu won panyifi so no ne onyankopon edua won mu no betumi adanedi na abua ma ne nyina akonkan na bra oni nsamtwafo eretwetwe nkomo na okọ aprobon so di nase ekoma ne manfo nyina ewie no nsema odi tugwa bini.
The launch of Ablekumanov Sports Union, abbreviating no ANSU. Muna munim say foundation your friend of Awula Foundation. Ya the boy in Janka, ya the boy Kuna Fro, ya the boy ya youth in skill training and development. Now we want to better help your talents of Ablekumanov. And the sports union and launching officially. The percent in Bebuna went to the various sporting disciplines were Ablekumanov. Ya Puana ya komu na nukom. Na ya Muso. Ya wayeni ebi waebi a tree man ya bobo pa. Ya wayeni ya baby waebi a dakuma no bobo simpa. Ya wobi waebi a dog handball. Opia ya pesa ya identify. Wamu ya pesa opia jumedia nyakupon edia cheno no. Ebesuma. We want to unearth those talents. Ya pesa union yi ebwana ya manage your talents no well. Send ya beya. Unim say no bia na betimi akotna classroom na office aye broni ejuma sabi white collar your friend white collar jobs. Obi o word in skill. Obi o ya artist. Obi o ya artist. Obi o ya cosmetologist. Yen yanu me ye into sports don. Ya pesa ya bwa na omabemu say achedi anyakopon dia ma wo mu no omu so menya the right guidance no mu so mu etumi di akwaechire.
Honorable Erabna Obin, Ayam Shebegweni Madisia Wong, Ewo Ablekumanov, about to Impesia Eso. Yemfi Honomo Enko Primo Atoyaman Temesang said General Secretary, Eddie Magana Red Cross Society, Ora Eric Gregory Kwetia, and Odia Desade Aquama Banksi was Rawangara, Sewomeko, Mwefe, Asya Wamushe, Apumudin Semsu so was somewhere Kronebi, Edifi, Oye, Wangakachi, Senebe, Wobetumi, Aye Juma Aye, opening Wabroni Yangamani Boni Francis, Osi Yanganang. Was sharp 106.9 FM ewa takrade ena wo reach him say wo hiania mapi entino sa Ministry of Health ebetumi abekọ mwa adia wo betumi aye juma eye na nisema auditu gonyina enam 3rd edition edima Heroes and Night Awards a wo mu ehihye ewo eye Western Region ena odin sabetugwa
adia ye ne abanye wa under Ministry of Health sesi a meka sei nyame adom ya de nkrata kwa koma abankese His Excellency John Dramani Mahama odi krata no nso direct akọ Ministry of Finance ye gi say kwambie mu no aban beba be so yase etimi aboa na yetima duma no ama akọ na nim nti yenim say kwambie mu no aban beba beboa ama yetimi anya resources a de be ma volunteers no de be timi aye adwuma because adwuma na wo ho no e do so pa o man we yehia education yehia health education and communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases. Bina air cost. Why be never fast society and our population benya humidity. Nina volunteers in a human bayano. Nuntina yes rese. Voluntary spirit, yam bra, yamano ba, a bebo mo minute.
Ora Eric Gregory Kwetia eye General Secretary Edima Ghana Red Cross Society Enwechi Western Regional Chairman Edima Sakuya Ora Frank Asante enso chemsa to ho eche adwuma no bebo ye papa ntu bibiara ifa na nyihu enyemu bi no bia meso
so the volunteers SIA adwuma fa na time adwuma mu ye from Kola ba adwuma mu ye and say emphasis by a 1 year, let's say a factor say now because we have volunteers and we are no more association and then we actually say and 21st of December they actually say volunteers across the region both western and western north now and then ya so mo en munyam nti enani gede ade potia e dey so ade bi shemu ene di ewa
We national chairman Eddie Magana Red Cross Society ora Frank Asante Enamote nene no na yegusu ejina insem no emu esanse okopemu ewo Adroba Roman Catholic School no Watana North mention ewa hafo mantem no mudia yanemo Erica say jumedibi akoso ewo honom se beye na homesuan se betumi akone ni muntino abankra chepanyinga owo Pius Opoku na yanemo Erica say no chim se obeye ni obetumi biara na homesuan sem ebetumi afa nintamapa efra ochim se yera John Dramani Mahama oni na abedi echiri obinfu na je no Opoku agimanga eba no homesuan sem wa bin wo mu yie papa no eda won akoma ponzu se wobehwe se tokro biara e wo man mu no wobehwe se homesuan betumi anase school adan a enyinyina no wobesiesie e de ama na fi akyerɛkyerɛfo nso niema behia won baako ebien bi no wode ama won na wom enya nije e de akyerɛ mufra ade e wo Ghana fa nyina na opani di nsami etugwa e wo bra wo hyehyɛ abasobode adwumadi bi e wo honom
sa eye cap ye isimanimu region maku 16 na wo Ghana ha ena na obi epe Greater Accra funya nkompe Volta region for munya ompe Northern region Oba Ashanti region de enka one ekobo no yen tananofo eye miami krom adroba yetimi akwaje kapui aba ahafo ha sei no de na chese eye anigisem enti na enne uhuye wai Mijina President Mahama nam Esanjina Yema me Charity Gardner Regional Minister anam ene tanon of assembly no anam eda Maase congratulate omo ebo mabaso ewo sede omanya kokoduro enye nipa nyina na wa kokoduro sa etimi ko okon no mudi nkunim nanso hwe mrantie sede oma humefa etie ene oma hum keka ewo soro no hwe omo coach omo PE coordinator headmasters ene omo keka hu ene director omasi a coordinator ade no aka omo hu abom akọ
Ninyina muno na se Charity Gardner eye ahafo regional minister obo adwuma yie papa na eye MC owiesa no opani kwagirefo ohwe humesu ensem so ewo mensinum nso ene yen nsentwerefo atwetwe nkomo
ye be ko give the crowd ama ushira ye edo support ama ye na support no eni nkwan sesem no ama ya hodis no nko a yetimi edi akwakodi cap edi aba na una a father of the municipality say aba small no mama ni any people tell them kind of go no the whole Ghana share I have representatives here abroad Paris this is any the ultimate trophy the Ohio chief the call no they are winning the Milo under 13 games.
We eye humesuam opanyinga ohwe so ewo eye Tano North mensinemu ne nyina no ewo ahafo mantem na motine no na ese regional minister ewo ahafo region Charity the Gardner obo adwuma yie papa abeba so no kama obre no ase oye adwuma se enti honorable yema Africa pa yebegina yi so akoje yenga boafo nkrato yebeba sisi abetu Kasiebo no so
na ede na aya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu ni
oh Mr. Entry also yare ya tete be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me kire onu ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
menyi ni se what also tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada also dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture
akom ni nkyeremu
also yekura eto yafunu ene ensunu mu etuma wo yafunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebre a wadidi awie so how eye also de a compare Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 020382285 apinfo abatan a woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
Ulcer tamfo FDA age adwadie nkratoyi yi atom.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, I'm not a me taxi driver. Now, and can I Mississippi? So Mississippi, I'm not coming out to net to trim. Be not 3P, Garlic Missano. I want me.
That's a miracle. You were doing just a full prayers and you still Jimmy and Casami is success. Me, and it's over because the baby Shemi Subino. Noma, me be pinning to prime is very destiny. I don't know that the young body. I be on what to my and to answer with a metro catch on. May find Shaman Kwana.
Mediabe, a 3 years in Anna, at the Midinawa, the name was Finas and Maqua, with the Anoko Biamu so much. The best 3 years in you, Emma, the Majesty and the Medina. And then 4 days, and I'm a coto, 3 guys in the stand. So I'm a cousin and coupon when I'm there, and they have no castle. And what Tomia, I didn't want to catch it.
3P garlic mystery. Ubenyabi wa mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops. Fred Piwak, 024 89 288 24 and 020 100 002.
Hello, Ghana. Payday is here. Stand a chance to win instant cash prizes on Review Scratch for Win. Up to 100,000 Ghana cedis to be won today. Get ready to play Review Scratch for Win to win big on TV XYZ. Stop scrolling and start winning. It's simple. Dial *850*6# on all networks. Choose your card type and select your lucky card for a chance to win big. Play with at least 5 Ghana cedis or more. You could win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes instantly. Yes, you heard right. 100,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes. Don't miss out on the chance to win big. Dial *850*6# to play it now. Review Scratch for Win. Scratch it again. It is casting power. You must be 18 years and above to play. Terms and conditions apply. This game is regulated and approved by the NMA of the Paradise Pathway.
Hi, I'm pleased to introduce to you Cancer Mixture, a herbal mixture for arthritic pain.
Arthritis, Savannah. It's me. Cancer Mixture, no.
Yaruba Biara na no dru ho. Morio ya or arthritis. Cancer mixture. Obey your juma when you put your inside. I'm a pain in the grand.
Ending today Biana menu. On your map for in your button I want one menu for. First baby I'm from one sanka. Saying Susan Bonnie Biara, home doctor, and I report to FDA Med Safety App Nodo.
And Katui, FDA App Nodo.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check. AutoChecks.
Missy Menanum. A group bassa I've been progress to be doing Lenu.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, a room maybe crana. Me bano timide or maybe gumi so weekend. Hey, mumle, memre. I don't think I'm a catcher say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. Posso, a basis so come. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua mu efurusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edro yi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy stores frey wo 050-349-4885. Edro yi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wunni how FDA ajidwe di nkratu yi atum.
Ifo kra na menyisika. Edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre mi ye bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekokro bosia, susu account. And it does our hot savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka home. First Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Now one so to miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank. Growing our heritage.
Mama Kwaba, Dimuba TV XYZ, Power 97.9, Radio XYZ 93.1 FM, and Ajofa. No, Sabram Kasiebo is a lovely Kasiebo, you go so I did every mamono. Mami Fasida and Coma Solak Natural Clinic, people chow, or Biana Berima, Wuma Yadinga Mawedra, and you found to me na, and Naso Junson and Mwapa Yabingham Pachoko, Dr. Solomon Akachi, no well, Ewo Kukumlimli, or Behava Senior High School, no, mi Pacho Freno, Ewo 055-393-2631. Dog yena meyiso yema Africia pa 3P garlic mixture Dr. Prince Mototi and odisa edruwe aba ebibi memu nyina no nuwe nkuto na yedi garlic aye utina sikakra na onanga etititi esabio kasimro so nya adepapa mranti na mwafu eso no waho bonya no girls no obeyi mu fly o wafu so a jejai udi go bisa bra bia minim no adwuma mu a minka se obi wo hwa ye fe no mama granting o da bi nyono na asem na American minka se Peter asem da bi enye Peter na fu ye flat oze etino mi pacho munko 3P garlic mixture afu aso ye na munko pe won adupa ni bi na muamu efei kakra bi wehwe na u jointments nyina ye wo yawa mi pacho edruwe uko ba biara ye ton edru ubenya bi ato ewo honom Fredog word 0248928824 and 0201000021 enoi uyo obia pimfo anase bia ori mabofra no fo a orin to me enum bi Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, mi pacho hepatitis A, B, C no, anwedru papa ewo honom, wo fatty liver anwedru ulcer hunsem fibroid, emiano munko ho na efe merima no nkope jirikejiri na yenum bi na ntumi mu ayen fe herbati mission no ebe boost immune system na nkran ha won ewo ACP kwantipone so ho no obutu kumasi wo fe yasi wo Lake Bosontwi kwantipone so wo Eduya Junction Takrade Wong ewa Anaji Estate wabe Ahataman Rural Bank no. Wong numbers here 0244-544-422 and 0200-383-831 and 055-5797-878. Spanish garlic mixture utina sikakra no nanga hunu ni ade ipacho obia obu nsa no moja ni meye arthritis anase joint pains edru ne bebu halitosis uye young girl young guy wenu munka nko ye mpacho ko pedribi na mua uko herbal shop anase chemical shop a ubenye bi ato upedidu etua no afre 0266114111 Haksa Misha yefu yaredu tatahwia Food and Drugs Authority fo wonga aje atum aduan tɔ yema wobɛhwɛ wo sɛ woyam hyehyɛ wo wo sɛ me de mmako mepakyɛ ɛyare ɛyɛfo yare na irritate ɔtɛ yi mepakyɛ bɔmmɔden kɔpɛ haxa mehyɛ bi nanom na ɛntimi amu ye papaapa na Food and Drugs Authority fo ngagye atom nti no wo sɛ nka kyerɛ sɛ woyɛ obi apemfo anaasɛ woba no nyɛ twa no nofo yɛ ɛna wankasa nso nya 12 years a nkonum bi upɛdodo to a na wafrɛ 0240 238 310 ɛne 0203 822 855 Medi Moses ose o ma yenyina rafri shapa dog Moses dogbache oni mama Medi munyina ya mamu nso so eye Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance ose minka nche Live Great capsules no ewo ho anti bro nyai de nyinara yempe bi ne yenom yanum abema ya pomuden ye gina ye nanso ye papa Live Great capsules no eye 100% natural eye organic eye ankasa into barima so yo bia mpacho pe binanom na mu awai edruwe mankasa manum bi efi biara na won mini pedua no yi ni nyina fi ho ansa na meti hen mo lovely mo eti wo super binanom na ti me mu aw ba biara ye ton edru ebi wo honom Live Kit capsules no ohuru ni pedua no mu kama na ma fresh body for 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 na ne nyina mu no ipacho malaria entuntum beka yedi yebeja 3D malaria yare bi nti aduru abekwa konom no eye ruta mixture eno na matumi akanfo ede ama na mo amunya nsupa nom no yare bi a unya nsupa pa nom ede reba eye den eye typhoid enti ruta titanic no eno na woso nya mu areas amunya nsu num no samu ni mu ho deda minka mina mingoka we amuni mu ho deda enti mu pa ruta titanic ni bi na monom na ruta life no so enhohoro ni pedua no mafi biara enyi fefio no busu immune system no mepacho herbal shop chemical shop bi wo honom enti makache reverend pabi owo kofo dua promantama nkro say mepacho kopa bi farmer jan mu ni mo fra ni nyina wo ma mo hwɛ mu nyina ene wifi ka che me se munum bi Ruta no eye enti mu fra 0244 503 443 na me nyina mo no mepacho bro nyai ebia wakraka ebia ba oman anase wo ka bia sei upe baabi odi beko ye betimi aye hwehwemu wom ye be diagnose no na ye nhu se ka na ye betimi afani ba na mepacho ti company ba ko amaka fo dia mam eye Tabotech Garage Ghana Limited ti ushen na ase ne wakraba omamu anema nkoye no fakoho obesisi ne kama edi amount betumi nso akọ www.tabotechghana.com na wakohu ana wakohwe won niam ni bi se ne woye won ma fe wotu ntokas ni bi nti mipamuchao 2026 ayere ba be kumu no kasongo man minika enu munko hokoto kai bi mam na tabo fu mi pacho so bi ba hodom no odu hodom no say me betoka ama kasongo guy ana se kasongo na kai na miti ya pacho mo hu aboni so mo tete so fama no se ne be ya akora manya ka atenem lovely we pacho from 054 227 5252 and 054 296111 kotoka yibi na mipacho bibia nkoso ye infama na ye wobronya bremu yi ade ba ko ye betena ye mfimu amubehwe wo TV so mubehwe eye movies ahoro no ade abuye ye eye internet ente wo se unya network a ebetumi abua ni speed no eye very fast na bibia nkontwentwa wana mu download ni ma sa as a triple ka enkotem say ya agoglosine chuku as a choco enti kope MTN fiber ibi MTN fiber yi me pacho bronya bia ye wo mu so omu ye promotion enti won atete so me pacho speed no e very fast ojansu ginamu etu download ade na na wawie wetimi ahwe ne fast Netflix ni ade a mo behwe nyina na ne fe YouTube a mo hwe ye nyina no dodo na no e MTN fiber ibi enti obi afa ne ho gem me pacho e very fast MTN fo wonye libilibi onye labalaba omu na ada nipa ada network ne ba ko no kakra bi no won afra me kofi yenye dan minimum na ejuma iti MTN phone tisa but modern na use MTN app no na fa download the why and answer dial star 5057 hash star 5057 hash na say ubanya MTN ni eye fiber ibi na nneɛma nyinaa akɔnkan ɛde ama mepacho very very fast, very affordable, and very reliable. So MTN everywhere you go. Let's talk educational consult. Ewotation wa estate no mepacho Wabenlejo Kuku Municipal Assembly no every Saturday yechiremu Friday intifa obano fa ne breyen. Mepacho freyen wo 0249 069 821 na uko social media so Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn any X mepacho ubehu yen ewo ehonom na yebekwa akoto asase dia na eye Ostek Real Estate yensa sene bi ewo dodowa ayikuma asebi doyumu afenya dowenya any Shy Hills mepacho enyinam kania ejina ne naso akwan so ewo honom isunu ebi ewo ho fra 0244 684 069 and 0249 933 748 and 0266 101 406 na Little George also minganche ni customers ene ye nyinara also my afishapa na kwa misha no ebi wo ho Little George Waterma Community 5 eye food supplement yankoto mo e wo honom yankoto marima toffee yankoto eye canfish tin tomato edeng na ope mo fra biscuit bi ni nyinara Little George ho ene ye bekwa koto no Waterma Community 5 a o se PV obi run about no ene president asafo no won finfin enu ahuru nyina bi e wo honom ipacho or sabasco bitters wo ho Van Chaco lemon induced activated powder eno so ebi e wo honom or healthy juices carrot turmeric ginger any blueberry mipacho ochina mise mi ponga juma ochina mekoho akotubi akufie etunsu koho yenyina yen friend was 0243 140 213 0243 140 213 na ochina nyankropo yadum ebe 23rd of December yabaya mega draw ewo yen adwuma mu ha eye den draw eye minsaka promo no star 274 hash eye star 274 hash etifa ho jemi pacho ochina no draw no eye gigim obi bedi sika kese ochina ewrade nyankropo nga star 274 hash star 274 sikano no so on cash no wa on screen so say dey kama etimpacho dial star 274 hash star 274 hash na fa ho jem sikano so ye papa over 50,000 sika ene ye beche umpe yi na opeden bro nya na ye pese ye mamani je eti dial star 274 hash star 274 hash insise ya bata ho ani se uyo obi a unya 18 years a orintimi mfa ho enyemu enu akide esanse yen yedi mra so na ebu mra na nim ehihya nditin ye ne National Lottery Authority one characters platform ne so ene di eyi erebramo eye Christmas promo ene ede erebramo misaka no enu anetifa ho jem se ne be ya ochina jackpot no nsu ubedi sika kese no ebi wi omanga de hye ha ena medical sebo ni nyina besi ede am nansa na mekokora no minua barima baako a oye juma ewo Radio Gold 90.5 FM ono ena oya one morning show host ne ding ede owura Sena Numbo aka the headmaster wahotino a headmaster name headmaster na would a happy birthday to you Sena Numbo, may God richly bless you. Sena nyame unshira ye papa Sena ano your morning show host ewo Radio Good ene na woda ye nyinara ye wo XYZ Broadcasting Limited ye nyinara yes ye ma happy birthday headmaster Sena Numbo, God richly bless you mo na omanga de hye enu so na magina ena na jofei Kasiebo a me de beso mo ewo TV XYZ Power 97.9 and Radio XYZ 93.1 eha ena medini nyinara ebesi ede amamo asidan koma newsroom team camera crew MCR radio obibiara yamamu nyinara Afrishapa me amebe kinkan Kasiebo no ede mamo me ding de Accra lovely Kofi Dako ise ushia me wachiri ho a abi you know dada from me Mr. Kasongo Sergeant uwo omampanyin atnae Sergeant Sule lovely evening to you. Madam Maase.